All right, now scraper technique. This is really important. If you are not careful with a scraper, you can scratch the window, and that's not good. But this can be your tool to amaze your customers. There's been several times where I've had customers with paint on the edge of their windows like this, or maybe drips of paint, or anything, stuff that's really stuck on there. And they've cleaned the window themselves, or they've had somebody else come and clean the window, and then I come and clean the window and get that super stubborn something off with the razor. They're blown away and they're super happy. But again, if you misuse this tool, you can scratch the window, and then you'll have the opposite effect where people won't call you back and they will not recommend you because you damaged their window. So in order to use this properly, first you want to make sure that you have a nice, clean, sharp blade. It's the first thing. If this blade starts to get really chewed up because you've used it a lot, or if it starts to get rusty, and it'll damage the edge of the blade, and then you can start scratching things. That's not good. So nice, clean, sharp blade. Always have extra blades with you, just in case you pull this out and you need to use it and you go, oh, I forgot to change that blade. Yeah. So first thing you want to do is the area you're going to scrape. So we're going to get this bit of paint off, and we're going to, is that on the outside? No, and that might be on the inside. Well, we're going to get this paint off here. You just take your mop, and you want to get that spot wet. You don't ever want to use this on anything that is dry. You always want it wet and soapy. And then you want to put the blade on the glass, and you'll kind of be able to feel it. So if you're too flat like this, it's not going to do anything. You don't want to be like this, of course, because you can scratch the window and damage the blade. You want about a 45-degree angle, and then just stroke it like that. And then we have some paint on that blade. You can just wipe that off real quick, and then we can move up that line like that to get rid of that extra paint that's on the glass. So then after you're done with it, you want to immediately put the cover back on so you don't cut yourself, and then put it back on your tool belt. And then of course you want to soap up that area again and squeegee it off, and then detail the area. And there you go. That paint that was on the glass is now gone. Again, this scraper works for paint, for super stubborn bird poop, for if you've got like some sort of growth on the window, some sort of mossy or algae type growth, just a lot of dirt, like basement windows. A lot of times you will have to scrape basement windows because people will, they'll be down in window wells or something. People will be mowing their lawn, and it'll be throwing dirt and debris and grass down in that window, hitting that window. Bugs like to crawl on them and poop on them, and yeah. So if you ever need to razor an entire window because it's really, really dirty, like a basement window, you want to get it soapy and wet. Like I said, never ever use this on a window unless you have soapy water on it. And then you do the 45-degree angle, and you just go along like this, overlapping just slightly. The soapy water also tells you where you've been before, because it basically squeegees it away as well. And then you always want to scrub it again and squeegee it off, because sometimes you'll scrape stuff off, but it will leave debris behind. So it's not the same as squeegeeing the window. You always want to scrub and squeegee the window again after you razor it. All right, and I want to show that this scraper also works well, just doesn't use as much, doesn't have as much, it's not as long, so it won't do as much in one stroke. But again, you just, yeah, same kind of thing, but you see the stroke is a whole lot smaller. It takes more strokes to cover the same area, but this will do an excellent job as well, as long as you have a nice sharp razor blade on it. Hey, thanks for watching. You know, this video is actually part of a free online course that I've made on how to professionally clean windows. If you want to sign up for the course, you can go to the link in the description where you'll find the rest of the course, some other supporting materials, and a community of other people that are learning how to clean windows as well. So, thanks again, and we'll see you in there.